Alright, good people, we're back at it again. This time I'm going to show y'all a little bit of the gun cleaners, what they actually do. You always hear me talk about it on the podcast. You see me posting images of them on my IG and Facebook page. And today one of my friends hit me up to clean up a little 25. This 25 has been sitting around for probably a number of years, never been cleaned. But we're going to go ahead and show what a real dirty build-up firearm has been through and show what the gun cleaners can actually do for it. So again, if you want to really look at everything, you can kind of see the build-up, the rust, you know, up in there, especially up in this area right here. You see the dried up oil on the frame or on the side of the barrel. But then if you can actually see inside the barrel, you can see there's a little bit more going on up in there, and probably some critters or something trying to get up in there and live. So I'm going to go through the process of cleaning this little 25 and show what the gun cleaners can actually do. So as always, we start off with the solvent, and you just spray the solvent on there on the areas you're going to clean. You don't need much, but for me, I just like to be over cautious in a sense of speaking. So we're gonna let this sit for about 2 minutes or so, and then you go ahead and work the chemicals in with your brush. Now, if you actually seen it at the beginning and everything, you can see it's a little bit more shinier and it's a lot cleaner. So the only thing I have to really do now is get down in the barrel, because at the beginning, if you remember when I showed you down the barrel, if you saw it, you saw like a bunch of debris on the inside of it. But as you can see, the gun cleaners broke it down, took all the caked up dirt that was on the side. So it really works. So I'm gonna go ahead and work on this some more, get it all back together, and run it to the point of finish it up. Stay tuned and see what happens. So now we're going to go ahead and go to the upper receiver. So if you can actually see up in there all the grit, and that's years of pile up. And it's pretty bad up in there. So, but once again, I have no fear that the gun cleaners product will go ahead and knock it out. So let's just see what happens. Carbon buildup by the gun cleaner solvent, and this stuff was caked in, which leads me to believe that this hasn't been cleaned in a couple years. So I don't know the real backstory behind it, but we're gonna go ahead and finish cleaning it up, put it back together, and show you the finished product. Alright, so now we already used the solvent to go ahead and get all the gunk and dirt out of it. So now we're going to go ahead and go through the lubing process, and we're going to use the lube from the gun cleaners. Now, side note, I've been using this product for over a year. These are the same 2 bottles I've been using for over a year, because it's been explained to me you don't need much, which is true. But this bottle is coming to an end because I do put a little bit of extra extra lube on the parts that I clean. So what I'm going to actually do is show you what I do, not necessarily what's recommended. So what I actually do is I spray everything down with the lube, put it back together, and then I wipe off the excess. It works for me, but you might just want to follow the recommendations that are given by the gun cleaners. Alright, so we got it back together. As you can see, we already got the solvent, cleaned it, put the lube on to lube it, and now this little 25 is ready for action. So as you can see, this Raven 25 is now clean and ready for action. And that's actually smoother, because when I was first doing this, I was literally fighting it, to put it in action. Same thing with this fire and safe switch right here. I was literally having to dig my thumb into it to get it to work, but now it's just going with ease, So that's your review on the lube, doing this little 25 that hasn't been cleaned in years. So the next time we go ahead and we clean our next firearm, I'm going to show you about this new product the gun cleaners came out with, is the little towelettes with the lube on them. So I'm interested to see how this works out as well. Thank you again, and just like always, keep shooting, keep practicing, and have fun. Check out the M-W Tactical Podcast as well. Y'all have a great day.